I'm just going to do a little introduction. Okay, I think we're live here. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm David Gross with Titan Systems, and we've got a couple of special guests this morning. By the way, we're broadcasting from the NBM show in Indianapolis, Indiana, and we've had a great day, great show. This is the third and final show. I'd like to introduce Cheryl Kuchek here. Cheryl, it's hard to describe Cheryl exactly what you do, but certainly she is helping many thousands of folks be successful with different types of decorating technology. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? And we have George off to the side here, and Cheryl's husband, and so we just have a lot of fun here. What we'd like to do is cover a few things that I think would be of interest to people. But what I'm going to do is step off Doug Smith. Doug is our transfer product manager, and he's had just a great show. I know his class was yesterday afternoon. Come on over, Doug.
I just want to say my name is Cheryl Kuchak, and I have a Facebook subdivision for Kings and Beyond. That's where I do help a lot of people and partner with funding for transfer as well as sawgrass products. So anyway, hi Doug, how are you?
Hi Cheryl. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, okay, so the first thing I would love to know is tell me about the license.
Well, as far as the IC Split program is concerned, first off, this is both a Windows and Mac program. It can act.
Hold
as-
just one second here. And one of them is saying they can't hear. So let me see here.
We're good. I think we're good.
My microphone is on.
Yeah, mine too.
Give us, ask them for a indication. If they
Okay, can you let us know if you can hear us? Okay, so they're saying good morning, they're watching. Okay, so I'm not getting any indication that they can't hear us.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay, awesome.
All right. So where were we?
Run the mics up a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. Coming in fine here. They can hear us. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. So where were we? We were talking about IC Split software.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, this software can act as a standalone program, or it can incorporate with the Forever Transfer RIP.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Wow.
So basically
great.
what this software does in its simplest form is it takes a big graphic and it basically breaks the graphic into a jigsaw puzzle that
Wow.
we can output with the Forever Low Temp film and essentially put the pieces together on our garment or on our substrate
That's
and
so
create
cool.
a graphic that basically goes beyond the print capability of our printer.
That's
So in other
awesome.
words,
Yeah.
even if we have a small printer like the 711WT or the 6410 Neon, it doesn't mean we are limited to an 8.5 by 11 inch size.
Wow.
It
That's
means
great.
that we can basically go as big as we want as long as we're willing to break the graphic up.
Yeah.
And what I love about this program is the fact that this program is very simple to operate. It does come with an owner's manual, but if you play around with the program for about 5 minutes, it's pretty easy to figure
Wow,
out.
that's awesome.
But like I
Great.
said, what makes the program interesting is that it doesn't split a graphic right down the middle, Cheryl, because if we were paneling those prints together on a garment or on a substrate and we slightly misalign, if we're splitting right down the
Right,
middle,
right.
then it's obvious to the naked eye.
Right,
But
right.
what this does is it creates a jigsaw effect. So one, it makes the alignment much easier, and two, if we slightly misalign the graphic, it's hard to see with the naked eye.
Okay.
I've done examples at previous shows, and people are flabbergasted. It's almost like I challenge them to find the break line in the design, and it takes most people a few minutes to find it when they're staring at it right up front.
Right.
So in other words, if we're just walking around with our shirt, no one's ever going to see that split line.
That's
so
That's
this
great.
is a $399 program.
Okay.
So basically, for a $399 price, you can turn your A-size printer into a tabloid or a tabloid plus printer. I think it's a very neat program that Forever Paper has helped develop. We are really exploring the potential of this program.
Nice.
One of the limitations is that you have to have a transparent film.
Okay.
In other words, if we were to output onto paper, it's difficult to stare through paper and align two prints or multiple prints.
Right.
But David has challenged me to basically find other applications for this program. So what we're doing now, in essence, is we're exploring clear sublimatable films and seeing if we can incorporate this program in use with sublimatable films. Because basically what that would allow someone to do, even if they had a SG400 or an SG800, well, now they could output graphics like a VJ628 or an RJ900. So in other words, we could go full wide format with a small platform printer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it's pretty neat.
So can you tell me more about how it works with the Forever RIP?
Well, how it works with the Forever RIP is once we split up our graphic and we create our two pieces or multiple pieces, once we save those files, we have the option of saving them as either a PDF with a transparent background or as a PNG with a transparent background. But one of the options the software gives you is once you split up your graphic, it will ask you, is this going to a light garment, a dark garment, or a hard substrate?
Wow.
So once you designate what type of substrate it's going to, it codes those graphics so that when you bring those graphics into the Forever Transfer RIP and you mask for either light garments or dark garments, in other words, it knows how to mask those particular graphics.
Amazing. That's
It is
amazing.
pretty slick.
Yeah. Wow. So it's kind of dummy proof.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's dummy proof, but I would say it is kid simple.
Okay.
In other words, it's the type of program that, really, if we put like an 8-year-old behind the computer and showed them once or twice how to do it, they could pick it up and run with it. But it's pretty simple. You bring your graphic into the program, you basically set your boundaries to where you designate your paper size, whether you're working with 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17, and it creates these break lines. You line up the break lines, and then you just click the split button,
That's
and the program
amazing.
does the rest.
That's amazing. I want to see.
We do have some introductory videos on the program on Condi TV.
Okay.
Videos that were provided originally by Forever Paper. I also have another video where Christopher Segman from Forever came down to our labs in Mobile, and we shot a walkthrough presentation on how to use the program.
That's
so we've got a basic intro on how to do it, but we also got a step-by-step tutorial on Condi TV.
That's awesome. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them down here, and I will ask Doug. So, okay, so what else do you have for us?
Well, what else I have for you is just to kind of show you guys some examples of what we've been doing here at the Indianapolis show.
Nice.
This is an example of the FlexSoft material, self-weeding vinyl material. And what's been amazing, people, as I've been demonstrating this product, the small text within the Indianapolis Motor Speedway logo. I always challenge people, if we were to use traditional vinyl, and you had to weed out this lettering, how long would it take you? Most people tell me between 10 to 15 minutes. Now, when I tell them I was able to produce this graphic and transfer it self-weeded within 3 minutes, minds are blown. You know what I mean? So,
And this is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's Flex Soft.
This is the Flex-Soft material,
Yeah. Yes.
absolutely. Now, what we've also been showcasing in a sense is not just using Flex-Soft on its own, but how to incorporate both Flex-Soft and let's say like Forever Low Temp
Yeah.
to create, let's say like a multi-design graphic. And that's the example I want to show you guys here. Get my t-shirt.
So somebody's asking, Cheryl, can you do a tutorial taking off the background off a PNG Corel? Well, if it's a PNG, it shouldn't have a background, right?
It could have a background if you need to be removed.
Well, if you saved it, yeah.
Yes.
If you saved it, but a normal PNG, if it's a true PNG, it should not have. It should be
Well,
transparent.
It should be transparent. However, if there was a background color when the file was converted to
Right,
a PNG,
right.
it's still going to keep that background
Right.
color.
Absolutely.
I
And
think
I'm
I know
happy
what.
to show you.
I think
Sure.
I know what they're asking, but basically in Corel Draw, you would launch what's called Photo Paint. And once you have Photo Paint open and you bring the PNG in, at that point it's finding your magic wand or magic mask tool. So
Okay.
at that point, what I tend to do is when I use my magic wand tool, I'll either highlight the white background and then capture the inverse so I could capture the graphic, or I highlight the white background and use my delete key to eliminate that white background.
Yeah,
But it can
nice.
be done in Corel Draw through Photo Paint. It's a very simple process, and I believe we have some tutorials on Condi TV
Of
that will
course
show
you do,
clients
Doug.
how to do that. If we don't, then believe me, we will put it at the top of the list
That's right.
for the
That's
next
right.
video to shoot.
That's right. That's
Now,
for sure.
this example here, this is an example of incorporating low temp and Flex-Soft material.
Okay.
Basically, this graphic was a color graphic.
Okay.
So what I did with this graphic, I basically created two copies. One copy that I left as color, the other copy that I basically converted to black and white.
Okay.
Okay. Now the trick is that when you make your two copies, they've got to stay the same size if you
Okay.
want the graphics to line up.
Right. Right.
But
okay.
once I had my black and white copy, I eliminated the flags, so I just had the Indianapolis Motor Speedway logo. And once I had this black logo, then I'm able to produce this with Flex-Soft and basically turn the logo any
love it.
Flex-Soft color.
Yeah.
The remaining top part with the flags, I outputted that on Forever Low Temp. So at that point, it's just a matter of laying down the Flex-Soft first, peeling away the film, and then aligning my second print over the top. Now the trick is you just cover the first part with a nonstick silicone sheet or Teflon sheet to protect this graphic,
Yeah.
while the second one over the top is being laid down.
Yeah.
Now, why would we want to do this? To add value. Because if we had just a pure color graphic, we're looking at about a $20 to $25 t-shirt. If we had a Flex-Soft graphic by itself, again, a $20 to $25 shirt. But when you're able to incorporate with, say, like foil and color,
Yes.
or metallics and color, that enhances the value. That's what makes a
Absolutely.
product unique.
Absolutely.
Now, basically, since we're dealing with a small graphic, I was able to gang 4 of these flag logos on an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and 2 of these Motor Speedway logos on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So while there's a little bit more work involved with doing a shirt with this method, you're really not looking at an exorbitant cost,
Right, that's
because you're
right.
able to gang images and you're able to amortize those costs.
Yes.
So it really doesn't end up being that much more expensive than going, let's say, like full low temp or full Flex-Soft. But like I said, it creates a unique effect,
Yes.
and it's those unique effects that add value.
Well, what I did, one of the things that I did was I took for my granddaughter, I went to the Disney store and she fell in love with this princess. It wasn't
Did she?
Cinderella. Yeah.
She fell in love with the princess?
She did.
Okay.
And it was really a cute shirt, but it was $40. It was $39, and it was the princess. And then they had this silver, I guess like a metallic around it, like framed around it. I'm like, you know what? I can do this. So I took a picture of it. I went home and I found a princess, not
the same princess, but I found a princess. I did that with the 2-step paper. Then I took the Flex Soft and I put it around, and it came out absolutely gorgeous, literally. And it has been washed. I can't tell you how many times, and it still looks like it's new. So the washability is amazing on it.
One thing I will definitely attest when it comes to Flex Soft material, it is extremely durable in the washer and dryer. It really is. I mean, we have been amazed at how well this product has held up, because at Condi, our benchmark test, so to speak, on is a transfer really viable is, can it survive 25 hot washes, hot dries on a 100% cotton garment? Now, when we're making garments for clients, we recommend turn the shirt inside out, wash it in cold or warm water, tumble dry under low heat. Don't use liquid fabric softener. Do not use liquid fabric softener. But the reality is that nobody really follows washing instructions to that extent. We're all busy. We have busy lives. So the point is, if it can survive 25 hot washes, hot dries, then anybody who, let's say, takes the time to care for their clothes when they wash it and dry it, you're going to get well beyond 25 hot washes and dries. But with Flex Soft material, when we put it through 25 hot washes, hot dries, we were expecting a lot of image degradation. I mean, I was really looking for some cracking. I was really looking for parts of the design to actually flake off of a cotton garment after that much abuse. I was amazed at how well that Flex Soft material stayed intact, even with graphics that had like 1-point or 2-point lines. So the fine detail that would drive most heat-applied vinyl people nuts, Flex Soft can not only knock it out with ease, but it stays on the garment a really long time. I mean, we've really been impressed with it. Now, this is a sample pack of Flex Soft material that we supply at Condi. We've got some of these sample packs here at the show. We keep plenty of them in stock, back at our warehouse in beautiful Mobile, Alabama. Normally these packs are $65, but for your group, Cheryl, we would be willing to let these packs go for $50 instead of $65. And the thing about these packs are, they contain every color available in the Flex Soft product line. They've got your B sheets.
You're on Condi's Facebook.
Am I? Well, we'll do it for Condi too.
Condi people.
Yes.
Yes. As a matter of fact, the $50 pack price is the show special that we've been running here at the show. We will honor that special through the end of next week. So we are really encouraging people to try this product. Like I said, it comes with every sheet in the rainbow in the Flex Soft product offering. It comes with all your B sheets to weed. It's even got a few pre-prints inside so that you can practice the technique of calibrating your heat press. Full set of instructions, everything that you need to get started. But like I said, people, till the end of next week, we're going to let these packs go at $50 instead of $65.
What printer can they use this with?
Good question, David. When it comes to Flex Soft material, the minimum printer that you have to have, you could use a black and white laser printer as long as it can run a transparency or a film. So in other words, what I would tell people is, it's not the $99 printer that you would buy at Office Max, but more like the $149 printer that you would buy at Office Max. So what I would encourage people to do is, if they have a laser printer in their shop, which most do, check your specifications. See if it can run a transparency or a film. If it can, then you're a candidate to use this product. If you have a question whether your printer is compatible or not, we're the experts. Give us a call. We'll do the research and figure out if your printer is compatible or not. If it's not, then we'll try to provide a list of printers in that family or in that price range that we would recommend that can run the material.
That's awesome. That's
Somebody
awesome.
asked Doug about Fort Worth. Yes, we'll have them.
Yes, we'll have them at Fort Worth. I will be at Fort Worth. ISS show coming up in 2 weeks in Fort Worth. Anybody out there in Condiland or in Kuchekville wanting to drop by and check it out, yes, we'll be giving complete demos the entire show.
Okay, and Becky, yes, you can use it with a C610.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you have an Oki color laser printer, just about any model Oki color
That's
laser
right.
printer is going to run
That's right.
FlexSoft beautifully.
Yes.
And what I want to remind people is if you happen to have a 4-color process printer, what you're basically printing with is process black. If you have just a black and white laser printer, you're just using your black toner. So in other words, we don't have to create multicolored designs for FlexSoft.
Right.
It's just a basic single 1-color design in black. The film takes care of the rest.
Yay.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the show, everyone.
All right, back to work, Doug.
Okay. Yes,
Okay, I hope that was informative.
absolutely.
And
Really great.
so, by the way, I forgot to mention, we are in the Condi Coloring with Condi booth. The real Condi booth is just straight down here. We set up this booth to have fun with our markers. And if you're not familiar with the markers, the sublimation markers are the answer for folks that
Good morning.
don't have a sublimation printer. So no computer, no printer needed. I joked with a lady the other day, and I felt bad about joking with her, but I told her that these markers are very advanced, that they are Bluetooth enabled. They hook to your phone. There's an app and whatever, and she just
bought it, hook, line, and sinker.
she was going, wow, that's super cool. But
funny.
no, these are, you take them out, you color your little heart out, let the kiddies play with it, whatever you want to do, and then you press it. So, there's no sublimation police out there. This works. I've heard some success stories out there of people that are designing, say, a theme on their computer, printing it on their sublimation printer, but designing in an area for personalization. So you could just maybe have a fundraiser for the school, drop them by the classroom, and they maybe do something for Christmas, and then you gather them up and press them. You could take a press to the event itself and press them right there. So bottom line is we look forward to hearing from you. It's a 10-pack marker set for $35, and so obviously a great value. And so look forward to it. What else we want to talk about, Cheryl?
Well, we have some things over here that I'd
Yeah.
like to bring over. Look at this. Look at the colors. I mean, they pop.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is
amazing.
this is an
Can you bring
oldie
that stuff to
product
me?
that the manufacturer that we used to buy from the United States went out of business,
table closer.
and so finally we resourced
George, just bring the table, please.
cup.
Bring
And
the table.
this has always been my favorite, simply because it's sort of indestructible.
Okay,
You can throw
thank
it;
you.
you're not going to break it. In addition, you can put it in the microwave, so it's really a flexible travel mug for those that maybe toss their stuff around like I do.
So, here is this beautiful camper mug that I started making candles with them, and I just love this. It's just such an awesome. Do you know what the ounces? Is it 10 ounces?
I don't remember.
I don't
remember.
remember either, but they're pretty.
But this
cool.
is enamel, and then underneath it it's steel, and so it's a very durable cup. You can press it in your mug press. That makes it easy. By the way, when you press this in your mug press, we have an insert that you'll put inside of it to
yeah.
keep it from deforming, and that insert, of course, is good forever.
Okay, this is one of my favorite products. Besides pillows, I love mugs. I didn't do these, by the way. I believe Sprite did these. But hey, Sprite, I hope you're watching.
Good morning, Dottie.
Yeah.
Oh,
bring
very
a
well.
chair, get that chair and come and join
Yeah,
us.
probably.
maybe over there a little bit.
So this is a mug, but more importantly, look at this. Would you please? Is this awesome? I mean, this
Yeah,
is
this
really
is what I would call, along with the markers, a little bit of a paradigm shift. George, everything working good behind there? Okay.
Yep.
Paradigm shift in that this is a sublimatable mug box. So you get this flat, you decorate it using our template, and then you fold it up, and you've got you a way to add value to your drinkware. And value is the name of the game. Value allows you to make extra profit on
prop
everything
guy.
you do. So that's why we like it. We're
They
looking
want me to introduce prop guy.
prop guy. George,
Okay.
step onto the set here. This is Dottie, a
Yeah.
good friend of ours.
Yep, and she's
And,
in our
this
group.
is,
and we love
Cheryl's
her
husband,
dearly.
George.
Yes, he's the prop
I'm the
guy.
prop guy.
He's the video guy. He's the love of my life, awesome husband. That's who he
And
is.
all around great guy. So, and Cheryl and George, you live where?
Well, we're out of New York. We're out of New York.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
But I believe Cheryl is originally from New Orleans.
yeah,
Right.
that's right.
So, sort of a strange hybrid, right?
Yes, I love New Orleans. I really do. Well, can we talk just really quickly about what potentially we want to do? Can we? Is
About-
it okay about the cruise? The cruise?
No, not yet. Well, I think
Okay,
we need
okay,
to. We
okay,
need
so-
to. We've got a bunch of things we're working on that are surprise. Not quite ready for that, I think.
Okay, all right.
But we'll keep you wondering what in the world we're talking about. But you know, we're always trying to have fun with what we do. This is probably my favorite new product. This is one of those nice looking travel kind of mugs. I don't know exactly what you call it, but basically this is
That's
the part
really
you
cool,
sublimate.
too. Yeah.
Now, the philosophy here is this is one of the very first products in recent times where it's not coated for sublimation, it is made of sublimatable plastic. We would call this a hard polymer. And so this product would be appropriately done in an oven. You could have a small oven, you could have a large oven. Small oven would be something like a Wolfgang Puck pressure oven. There are larger ovens, just, don't use them for food, use them for sublimation. And then for folks that have tremendous volume, Hicks has conveyor ovens that work very well. But after you sublimate it, and when you do sublimate it, you can get all the way to the top and bottom of it, and you can go all the way around. And then you just simply put it in here and assemble it, and you got you a fantastic, high value, top of the line drinkware. Very nice.
Yes, that's very nice. Okay. So, and we also have this amazing, this is a color light. Look at this, how gorgeous is that?
So as many of you that follow us on Condi TV and on Facebook Live know that Condi built a coating facility some years ago and really wanted to bring extreme innovation to the sublimation industry and also manufacture products here in the United States and give us flexibility. So we did that, and then we began to invent really, I would call it breakthrough sublimation coatings. These coatings that we use now in our acrylic and glass and the Color Light film are called Color Light. And basically, they're viewable from both sides. In addition, the coating technology is what we would call a smart coating. It actually amplifies what is
that.
perceived to be white so that you get extreme white. And in the world of sublimation, white is generally produced by having no ink in that spot. And then what you're looking at is the underlying color of the substrate. Well, this coating technology works different, and it really brings out extreme whites like the white you'd see in a wedding dress, something like that.
Yes.
So,
It's
so
absolutely
really
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah. Seriously, my favorite product is the Color Light acrylic and the Color Light glass. So, David, tell us about.
So this is a product from our good friends at Universal Woods, better known as Unisub. Some people know it as Chromolux, but I just love this product. So it's basically what we refer to as MDF, medium density fiberboard, with a nice attractive wood edge, very attractive, and with hooks on the back for hanging it. And then you've got really strong coat hangers. So every home needs this, every business needs this. So, think about it as a great gift as we enter the holiday seasons. You could imagine a very attractive Halloween theme, as a matter of fact, for this. So Halloween, of course, is a great time to decorate products from our little ghost coasters, ghost ornaments, you name it. Very, very nice.
Okay, well, I'll let you talk about this. Is this the outdoor? Okay, so this is for outdoor, and I believe it's lasts 3 to 5 years. Is that?
Yeah. So the great folks at Universal Woods, they're a true pioneer in the substrate world for sublimation, and for years they've made like their license plates to go outdoors, trailer hitch covers, but they really have been pushing to go outdoors with photographic signage. It could be everything from your traditional parking sign, like we've got a great 12 by 18 parking sign, to a garden stake or big stake for your home address. It could be an office sign. It could be outdoor park signage, museum signage, a display. You can just think of all the things. And now it's here. And so you can jump into producing great outdoor signage with what you have now, just changed to the outdoor metal. So the metal is rated for essentially a 3-year outdoor life. A graphic will have a longer life because with graphics you can't quite remember exactly what it looked like. With a photograph, 3 years, because with photographs, magenta tends to fade first with most printers. And the show is getting open here, so we got to finish up. But with photographs, the magenta generally fades first, and so you'll see your photographs turn a little bit cyan. But we've tested this metal extensively in really torture testing, southern facing exposures, and it's done so well. So this is really a new market for sublimators to jump into and sell at, go way above average in your profits. One of the challenges, as you know, Cheryl, people undervalue, undersell their products. And so in the outdoor signage market, there is a very high premium for products when you sell those. Generally, they're sold business to business.
Okay, so before we end, we have a couple of questions, but I also wanted to get your opinion on the show today for the week. What do you? What's your thoughts?
First of all, please attend the show if you can. I think there's 2 basic reasons to attend a show. Number one is to network. People like Cheryl, people like Dottie, network with us, and I think that's so valuable because you can learn so much. You can share what's working for you, what's not working for you. So going to shows is that great community. Number 2 is the classes. There's a tremendous number of great classes, including mine, Doug's, and others, that you can hone your skills. I mean, the hallmark of someone that wants to continue growing their business, growing their profits, is education.
Absolutely.
And that's why you're watching us today, is for education.
Yeah.
So the shows, I think going to shows allows you to touch and feel stuff. Seeing it on the web, seeing it in a video is just not the same. It's so much fun to hold a product, to look at it, and so look up the NBM shows. I think there's one NBM show left this year in Charlotte. There's an ISS show in Fort Worth in 2 weeks. There's the SGA show in Las Vegas in mid-October. So those are great opportunities. I'll be teaching at the Charlotte show. I'll be teaching at SGA this year.
So I would say the reason that first off, the classes, NBM happens to be probably my favorite shows because the classes are free. And, I remember one year, probably, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, something like that. But I remember David asking me, I'd gone to another show and it cost money. And I'm like, I'm not paying $200 to take a class or whatever it was. And so David said, we were at the NBM show, and David said, so you're going to take my class? And I said, I don't know, because I didn't want to tell him I didn't want to pay for it, only to find out that it was free. The NBM, all their classes are free, and really it is really important, I think, for the continuation of your business, to grow a business, to even, a lot of people start in sublimation, and one of the things that I hear over and over and over is it's a hobby. But so many times I see that person that told me that they were starting as a hobby become a business. So don't be short-sighted in the opportunity that you have before you, because it really is an opportunity like few people really have out there. To have these type of items that are professional. These are amazing products. They really are. So I would encourage anyone. So the next show is Charlotte, is that right?
Well, next show for us is Fort Worth, and then Charlotte. Fort Worth, maybe SGA, and then Charlotte, I think, is the order.
Okay.
So,
but the next NBM show is Charlotte. Yeah, so I'll be there. David will be there. We'll be in Charlotte, and it's exciting. We're looking
so
forward to it.
So I'll be teaching my class. Doug will be teaching his.
Yep.
Cheryl, we need to sign off because we got folks that are waiting us for us back here. But we want to thank you.
And we're going to be doing one. We're going to be doing a live from Sublimation for Beginners and Beyond right after this. So come and join us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Stay tuned, because we're going to be doing this was for Condi. Yeah, we're going to continue.